This children's notebook makes $2,800 a month, and this store has made over $800,000 selling books for people who forget their passwords, all with Amazon KDP. So Amazon KDP is a platform that you can self-publish books and sell them to the millions of people that use Amazon every single month. And one of the easiest ways to start making money with Amazon KDP is by selling low content books. So these are books like journals, notebooks, and planners. And the best part about this is you don't need to be an author. You're not writing anything in these books. You don't need to spend any money on printing and shipping the books or holding inventory. They're super quick to make, and Amazon doesn't charge you anything until you actually sell the books. So I'm going to walk you through the entire process and show you exactly how to do this. All right, so the first step is to find a niche. It's not enough to just put the word journal on one of these books and start selling it. There's millions of those out there, and there's way too much competition to stand out as a new seller. So we want to find a specific audience for our book. And to do that, I'm going to use the software BookBolt and click on the research tab. Here you'll find different tools, but we're just going to start with this cloud module. So this tool lets you see the top 100 bestsellers in any category that you choose. So we're going to select notebooks for now and just hit search and see if we can find something that has potential, that doesn't have a bunch of competition, and that we can start selling today and start making sales as quick as possible. So as you can see here, we have a list of the top selling notebooks, and we're going to pay attention to the keywords in their titles and their BSR, which is their best sellers rank, and the prices of these books. This information is going to guide us in choosing a niche that has demand, but also has room for us to get in there and start making some sales. So for example, you're going to see a lot of gratitude journals, a lot of prayer journals. This is a good niche, but there's so many people selling these types of journals that it's better to do something that's more niche, that really targets a certain audience. So we're going to keep searching. So just scrolling through here, you can get a bunch of different ideas for types of books to make. I noticed that there's a lot here about like password books for people who forget their passwords, handwriting practice papers. So that's probably more for kids. It seems like kids books do really well. So you could target like parents whose kids are going into kindergarten and they want to get them a nice notebook. But yeah, like I said, I want to stay away from something that I see over and over again, because that usually means that it's pretty saturated. So we're going to keep scrolling. Something like this is interesting, a nurse report sheet, day or night shift. And another thing I'm looking at when I'm researching these is, when was this book published? So how long has it been around, and how many sales are they making every single month? So as you can see with this one, published in August of 2022. So it's been about 2 years, and they're selling about 270 copies a month. So about $2,000 in revenue every single month. And that's just from setting this listing up one time 2 years ago, and they just have $2,000 coming in every single month. Revenue, not profit. We're going to get into the profit later on in this video, but yeah, we're going to keep scrolling until we find something interesting. Okay, and here's something that I think has potential. So you see this is a daily medication logbook. Right beside it, you have a blood pressure, blood sugar book. These are the types of books that I'm looking for. And the reason I think this is good is, number one, this is a very specific audience. People who have to track their medication, their blood sugar, all these types of things. It really narrows down who is buying your books. And with these types of books is, it's something that has to be filled out every single day. You know, you're tracking your medication, so it's a very important thing. It's very convenient for them. And if they're filling it out every single day, that means they're going to be going through these books pretty quickly. So as long as you make a good book, as soon as somebody finishes and fills out the entire book, they're going to buy another one from you. So over time, you're going to create a bunch of really consistent sales, because why would somebody switch the books if this one is already working for them? So as you can see, this one was published in February 2023. It sells for $9, and they're selling about 211 a month. That's $1,900 in revenue coming in consistently every single month, just from putting in like 10 minutes to create these books. Now, just to double check that this is a good niche to go for, I'm going to do more research on the keywords. So I'm going to go to keywords up here, press search. We're going to put in blood pressure logbook. And as you can see here, you can see all of the top keywords for this. And 12-week blood pressure log and journal has 40,000 a month search volume. Now I'm going to take this keyword, put it into Amazon, and see how many results we get. And right here, you see there's only 43 results for this entire keyword, when a lot of other journals have 10,000 plus. So I think this is a really good one to go for. Now, before we create the book, we're going to go through all of these other keywords and just start hearting them, just so we can save them for when it comes to actually creating our listing on Amazon. All right, so now we've done our research. We have an audience that we think we can make a good journal for and start making some sales and start ranking on Amazon. The next step is to start making the actual book. So we're going to be using the BookBolt designer to do this. So click on create new project. We're going to make a paperback journal. Choose the size 6x9. This is the most popular, so we're going to go with that, and set the page count to 100 to keep our printing costs low. So first thing we're going to do is design our cover. Now for the cover photo, you can use your own photos, or you can use Pixabay or Unsplash. So these are licensed softwares that give you free access to all of their pictures. That way you don't get sued once you start making a bunch of sales. So if we look at what other people are doing for their covers, you can see a lot of them have have like a heart on it and the heart rate line. So we're gonna see if we can find something along those lines. All right, we got a bunch of different options here. We could go with something like this. Honestly, that seems a little too aggressive, to be honest. So I'm gonna take it back. And let's go with let's just go with this one. That looks kind of cool. And now we're gonna put some text on it. So we're gonna click text, add heading, and we're just gonna title exactly what the main performing keyword is: blood pressure logbook and journal. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do here. You know, you can add shapes and create patterns and all this other stuff. I'm gonna keep it simple just for the sake of the video. Okay, we're gonna put that here. We're gonna do something like this. All right, now we have a cover for our book. Now we're gonna do the inside. So the interior is even easier. All you gotta do is click on the interior tab, then choose one of these templates. So you have a bunch of different templates here, and you know, you can add quotes to them, you can add logos to them. But for this one, since it's a blood pressure tracker, we're gonna see if we can find something along those lines. And even just scrolling through here, you can get a bunch of ideas for what to do. You know, like time in, time out sheet for employers, fitness calendars, inventory list, people with diabetes. There we go, our blood pressure logbook. So this is what the interior page is going to look like, and you can customize these. There's a bunch of different options you have. You know, you can add logos inside of it or quotes. I think we're going to keep ours pretty simple, but let's see if there's something that we could put on the inside of it just to, you know, add some flavor. We're going to stick to the heart theme and choose this one. A little bit corny, but you know, you get the idea. You know, we're not going to be perfect right now because we're doing it as quick as possible. We want to finish this entire book in 10 minutes, and cool. I like that. I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to right click on the first page, click clone this page, and we're going to select all of the pages except for the cover. Now we're going to export this book and get it ready to put on Amazon. And just like that, we've already finished our book. The only thing left to do is to get it listed on Amazon KDP. So create a new account. This is absolutely free. Then you're going to click on create new title and select paperback. Take your time for these titles, these subtitles, and these keywords, because this is one of, if not the most important parts when it comes to actually making sales with your books. The better your keywords are, the higher you're going to rank on Amazon. Then you're going to make sales quicker. And once you start making sales, you get reviews, which will rank you even higher. And then before you know it, it's this snowball effect of just getting sales on autopilot. All right, so now that we've done that, we're going to upload our cover photo and the files for the interior pages. And now KDP will prompt you to preview your book to make sure that everything looks good. Now, once you're satisfied, you just set up your pricing. In the beginning, it's better to go with a lower price because this will make you more competitive. It'll get you more sales, and then you can always raise the price. I'm going to list this for $11.99.
And this leaves us with $3.49 for every book that we sell.
All right, finally, we're going to click publish our paperback book. Amazon's going to review the book, which can take up to 72 hours. And the next steps from here are make more books, because the more you have out there, the more potential you have for people discovering your books, making sales. You don't have anything to lose because you're not spending money to do it, other than the Book Bolt subscription, which is $9.99 or $19.99 for the Pro, which you'll pay off after you sell a few books. And then for payment, you get paid 60 days after your first sale, and then every single month after that. Go out there, make a whole bunch of books, and let me know how it goes. And if you guys want to sign up for Book Bolt, I'll have a 20% off discount code in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.